Well, good evening, greetings, and salutations. This is Passionate Bliss, and I wanted to tell you about my walk through the YouTube streets. So I was walking through the YouTube streets, right? And I saw some of my neighbors standing around talking about somebody else. And it turns out it was a neighbor called Austin Holloman, and he is one of the Passport Bros. You've seen them on YouTube, right? I saw them put up a video, and it was a bunch of black men. They had their passports. They were nodding their heads like, yeah, yeah, we got our passports. We leaving. We going overseas. We are going to find these submissive women that we like, okay? And so they were a group that is a part of the red pill community who feel like black women in America are aggressive. They feel like black women in America are not submissive. They feel like we don't appreciate them or their hard work or their money. And so they have to go overseas. They have to go to another community in another country. A lot of these countries are third world countries. The women are poor, they are impoverished, and they feel like they need to go over there and they're going to get the respect they deserve. They're going to get the women they deserve. They're going to get these bad bees, they call them, and they because that's what they deserve. And so they went over there with their passports, and this one guy, he's like the mascot. I think his name is Austin Holloman, and you can check out his YouTube channel, and you can see where he's got all these pictures posted of him with Brazilian women and how nice looking they are, and they in the room. He's interviewing them. If I liked you and you liked me, how soon would you come home with me? Would you come home with me the same day? Sure. We don't even know if she even understands him because he's in Brazil. She's like, sure. And so he's like, fellas, get your passports. And so that's how he's been presenting himself on his YouTube channel, right? And so it turns out the people in Brazil caught wind of him. All right. We still on the porch, black women, we've been through a lot with black men. Good afternoon, Levi. We've been through a lot with black men, and so we felt like we tried to be their peace. We tried to breathe life into them. We tried to ride or die with them. We tried to do everything for black men, okay, right? And so at this point, if they're not satisfied with us, they want us to be, whatever. And not satisfied. So a lot of black women have gotten tired, and they said, okay, you know what, go ahead. So we were on the porch with the passport bros, and we were like waving. Okay, well, go ahead, goodbye, goodbye, go ahead and be with them, okay. And so we were on the porch waving goodbye, to the men. And before we could put our hand down from waving goodbye, the people in Brazil sent them packing. Okay. The lady that's an activist, her name is Stephanie something. I forgot her name. She got in touch with the U.S. embassy, the Brazilian embassy. She got in touch with all these people. I saw the interview on Fox News, so now he not only did he go viral, now he's gone mainstream with it. Okay, and so because she's accusing him of sex tourism, because um, when you go over there and you tell them you're not going to come here and not deal with a woman, and she's going to come home with you the first day, and so she identified it for what it is: sex tourism. And she said, and got a campaign going, got a petition going. And in those countries, you go to another country, you have to know their laws. And those laws in that country, you can't film somebody and put them on the internet without their permission. It's illegal. Okay. And so the people in Brazil got together when they caught wind of him. Charlie ran him out of Brazil. He was in Thailand because they done ran him out of Brazil. Tyler saying, I didn't mean that. I respect the culture. I respect the people. That's not what I meant. And I guess I didn't say it right. You said it right. You actually said what you meant the first time. And so he was saying, I didn't mean that. That's not what I meant. And they ran him up out of there. We were on the porch waving goodbye, to the passport bros. They were nodding their head. Yeah, yeah, we're leaving. So we were on the porch. We were waving goodbye to the passport bros. And before I put my hand down, they ran him up out of Brazil. He said that he couldn't go back there because his life was in danger. It was dangerous for him to go back there. He could not return. And he said that it was a misunderstanding. He didn't present it right. And he's sorry. And so they ran him up out of there. And I just think that that's funny because, because I've said before, and different platforms that you want to go over there because you don't want to develop yourself. You don't want to be a kind, decent person. You don't want to be emotionally available. You don't want to be considerate. So you would rather go to another country where the women are disadvantaged, where they are living in poverty, and you want to use your American dollar to get somebody to submit to you what your version of submission is, because American women have gotten tired of it because we've done everything we can do for these men, and so you want to go over there and take advantage of somebody else who's living in poverty, who is destitute, who may not even be able to eat every day, and so she will do a lot for that dollar that American women won't do because we're able to earn that same dollar here. Because I think it was the Philippines. Last time I looked up their currency, their dollar compared to ours was 53 cents. So the American dollar was $1 worth of value here. Their dollar compared to ours is 53 cents. So you go over there to the Philippines, and your income is doubled as far as what you can get, whether it's housing or cars or whatever it is you want. So I get them wanting to go to these foreign countries, but the thing is, you're carrying your American idealism with you, and in those countries, it's not acceptable. I think he's lucky actually that he got out of there alive, because a lot of these countries, they'll just get rid of you, disappear. We'll never see you again. And so I just wanted to bring that out, and I wanted to. Am I gloating? Maybe a little bit, but I just wanted to bring that out and let that be aware for all those passport bros who were sitting there with their passports. Yeah, yeah. These other countries, they're actually not playing with you. They actually are not going to let you come there and run through their women the way you run through American women. So my recommendation for the passport bros is that you just learn to be better people. Try to do better. Try to work with who you are, because you're in a country where, especially black men, um, the women outnumber you by a million. There's enough women in this country for you all to have a woman and have a million surplus. There's no reason you should be having to go overseas to get women. You should be able to deal with the women here. So if we just would work on ourselves and be more presentable people, we wouldn't have to do that. Okay? And with that being said, y'all have sweet dreams. You can find them all real. And so let me check and see. Was there anybody in the room who wanted to come up and talk? Yay, nay? Okay. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and put the link in the room. If you want to come up and talk, you can. If not, then we'll go ahead and call it a day. I'm not sure who's still here. Is that Levi who's still here? Okay, so if you just hit the link, you could actually come up and talk if you would like to. And if not, then that's fine. We'll call it a day. But I did want to, I said that one of my goals for my channel this year was that I was going to start going live, and I was going to have a series called my Saturday Night Live special. And so this is my Saturday Night Live special. This is the first one. I wanted to keep my word. I try to keep my promises to myself. If I don't keep my promises to anybody else, it's important you keep your promises to yourself. And so I wanted to definitely come live, and tonight is the first one. This is my test run, actually. And I know that I have to get different equipment to enable me to share, images, because I would have had the image of the passport bro up here and the people as well. So I ordered that computer today, actually, that will allow me to do that. And I will go ahead and move forward with it. And we'll see what we can get done in these YouTube streets. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Pal Talk Like, can it? No, if you click on the link, you can come up and talk. I don't think you have to just tell it not to turn on the camera if you don't want to be seen, and it'll come up and you'll be empty, and I can hear your voice and you can hear my voice and we can talk. But yeah, if you don't want to, you can't. Can't be Pal Talk Like, can it? I'm not sure what you mean by that. If you're on your phone, if you're looking at me and you're on your cell phone, just hit the link and you can come up and I can hear you. Okay. And if not, then I will just go ahead on and call it a day. So this is my first installment, and we'll see how it goes from here. All right, you guys. Have sweet dreams. Wake to find them all real.